and welcome back to Visit Villegas. My name is Marina. Today we're going to do some Christmas crafts to make our home a little bit extra cozy for the Christmas season. Last week I shared with you guys everything we've done in the house as far as Christmas decorations go. Because I have literally all of these Trader Joe's bags, I thought I'd give my chance at trying some of those Trader Joe's stars that I've seen on social media. So I'm gonna try to reuse my reusable Trader Joe's bags. I do believe that hot glue is probably the best for these crafts. I don't have a hot glue gun or any hot glue, but I do have some Gorilla Glue, and I feel like should do the trick. I'm just gonna cut along . All right, so this feels a little difficult, but I hope I can figure it out. I think I'm gonna try these two sides. Okay, it's the next day. I would have loved to have gotten this done yesterday, but I had a repairman at my house working on the dishwasher. Took up all my nap time. If you're a mom, nap time is like heaven. And if you're a content creator, nap time is also probably when you get a lot of your work done. And I haven't had that joy to myself. So I am going to fast record some of these stars getting put together. I had to go to the store to get supplies because what person doesn't own a hot glue gun? Moi. I was the person who did not own a hot glue gun. Now, technically, the tutorial I watched for this requires a hot glue gun, but I don't think I want to do it like that. I just feel like it's going to be messy and take forever. And because of that, I'm going to, great, I Gorilla Glued this clip. It's part of this star now. Yep. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Oh, okay, cool. Not part of this die forever. That's the only Gorilla Glue that worked for this. I tried doing a miniature version. Okay, I don't love this style. I already cut it, so I'm gonna try it out. I don't love this style. It's supposed to be like this, and I just think that the 4 prongs on a star looks weird. So I'm going to try the other tutorial that I had for this. Okay, if I have not explained it up to this point yet, because I do feel like my life has just been such a manic mess, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to explain some things right now. My family lands on Christmas Eve, and this was not decided until a few days ago when my family all bought tickets. I do think my husband getting emergency surgery and having his gallbladder removed within a matter of hours of discovering he had gallstones was like probably part of the reason, but we're going to be crafting up some Trader Joe stars. I did try one yesterday and I don't love it. So I'm going to try a different tutorial that I saw on TikTok and try that one out, and I'm gonna bring you along for the ride. I honestly feel like because it takes so much paper, I'm probably only gonna be able to get like a couple stars, like maybe 1 star a bag. I mean, I would love more than that, but I have, how many bags do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5, 6 bags total. I could go to the store and get more. And I honestly would really love to put on my show, so I think I'm gonna try to do it all. She can have it all. All right, I'm gonna start with, I got some of this tape runner double-sided. I'll bring you guys in for a close-up view. Let's just try one of these stars and see how it turns out. I made one of these, now I need to do it 4 more times. All right, let's cut a few more of these. rest of this bag, I'm using this template from when I made this portion of the star, and I'm going to be using the rest of the bag to cut in this size, and then I'll probably make the size a little bit easier than this for the other bags because this one is unevenly cutting through the bag. It's like just not the smartest use of materials with this size, but I had already cut it up, so for the next ones we'll make it better. Now I've got all of these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I actually only needed 5, so that's great. All right, let's pick the 5 best. I've got 1 here, that's good. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Cool. Okay, let's make more of these, and I actually don't love this one either for this, so I think that was an okay call. All right, starting with this. Okay. And then I believe, yes, we fold this up to the middle, and then we're gonna pull these in. All right, so we're making several of these. I'm gonna show you one more time. I've got the square. I folded it this way so I could find a center line. And then you start with folding these 2 sides in, up, and then this side and this side, and then do this 5 times. We're putting tape here. All right, now we're gonna assemble it. Fun! What do you guys think? It does feel a little flimsy, but I don't hate it. That's pretty cute. I've got some string I can hang it up around the windows or even in the tree and do like miniature ones of these. That'd be so cute. Okay, I'm off to make 1,000 more of these. Okay, nap time is almost over. I'm going to go over a couple things really quick. All right, I got most of my bags cut. I've got 2 bags left. And the one thing I'm struggling with after making these cuts is deciding if I want to do a Trader Joe's Christmas or just let it be a craft brown paper and nobody will know that they're Trader Joe's things. To be honest, I really like the idea of having the red throughout the house. I just am worried people are going to just start, that it'll make it look like a Trader Joe's ad in the house instead of like my Christmas decor. If I had time, what I would do next year is I would like draw on these with red to make it look like that look that I like. But because I don't have time for that, I'm just gonna go with brown for now. And maybe I can find like some more cranberries to add to the mix. So let's put together a couple stars really quick. folded. And now to assemble it together, there's the crease. Where that crease is where everything's going to be connected at the center of the star. So I'm making sure that I put tape right up to that line so that way it looks a little bit more like a whole piece than lots of little pieces taped together. There's our little star, and by little I mean it's a pretty good size. All right, so this stack from the fronts were big enough for here, and I cut these into 4 pieces from the front, and then these are for the remaining sides, and I cut these into 8 pieces per bag, or per side on each bag. So this is 16 pieces per bag. Okay, I'm going to show you the measurements that I did for these so that way if you have Trader Joe's bags specifically that you want to use, you can follow along. Here's a bag. What I did was I cut out the bottom half entirely, removed it. Okay, so then I have 2 front and back pieces and 2 side pieces. For the front and back, there's a little lip here. I cut out a small portion of this top half in order to get 4 pieces out of the front and back. And those 4 pieces got me this size. And this you want it to be square, so that way you can get a whole star in an even shape. So it takes 5 of these squares to make 1 star. So per bag, 8 squares, but you only get 1 star out of 8 squares. You would need 10 squares to get 2 stars. So you'll probably want 2 bags, at least if you're just trying to get a couple of the big stars. For the little stars, what I did was I used these side panels, and I divided all of these panels into 8 sections. So when I cut this out, I have 1 piece, and then I folded it in half hot dog wise and hamburger wise. And that left me with these small squares. I haven't made one of the stars yet in this size, but I'm going to, and I will get a clip of it to show you at some point in this video. I'm pausing on the stars because I'm almost done with nap time today, and I have some very important planning to do. Now let's talk Christmas menu. Specifically a ginormous turkey that I've never cooked before. So this is gonna be an extremely interesting Christmas, and I'm so excited about this. Can you guys tell? I know it's not the end of the video yet, and most people usually do this here, but I am gonna go ahead and remind you, if you don't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because we're gonna have a lot of fun next week and I don't want you guys to miss it. Let's start with Christmas dinner traditions, shall we? This is my Martha Stewart Newlywed Kitchen book, which actually my grandmother bought for us from Anthropologie. She told my mom that she didn't know how to look at my wedding registry, but that she wanted to get me something from Anthropologie. So she got me the Newlywed Kitchen book, or the Newlywed book from Martha Stewart. The only thing is she forgot to sign it in the front, which is very unlike her. But I think it could be because it says from the library of, and she might have been leaving that space for me to write our last name in there. Okay, in Martha Stewart's book, she talks about Turkey Day dinner, and at the beginning of this, she says something like, here, I'll show you. This is what it looks like. And I will preface this is for Thanksgiving, but clearly we're past that. It says, it's likely that sooner or later the 2 of you will host Thanksgiving. I doubt it, for us anyways. But honestly, there's no reason to stress over it. Or worse, to avoid it. Instead, rise to the delicious occasion. After all, you'll pick up a few new skills, gain kitchen confidence, and put some of your wedding gifts to use. I'm almost 7 years married, but it's the first time I've gotten to use this for this portion of the book. And ultimately, the whole day can serve as a reminder of your great fortune in being together. True! Okay, let's start with writing out, like, what are some of the things that we want to include or try in the Christmas dinner. I was trying to find the differences really between Christmas dinner and Thanksgiving dinner, and the biggest thing I could find really is ham. And we don't really like ham. It's too salty for me. I don't really care for it. But according to Google, a Christmas dinner menu in the traditional sense includes turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, cranberry sauce, and vegetables. If you think about it, honestly, potatoes are pretty affordable. Gravy you can make with cornstarch and the turkey juice. Cranberry sauce might be a few more bucks than maybe something else depending on how much the cranberries are near you, and then vegetables. Actually not that expensive. It's making me realize this meal shouldn't really break the bank, but you should know that Christmas morning we go all out on this really fun stuffed French toast breakfast. My mom makes this stuffed French toast breakfast for us every year. Absolutely love it. In the last few years since we've lived here by ourselves, I've had to make it because my mom wasn't here to make it for us. This year I'll get to make it with her if she wants. Otherwise I don't mind making it for her, but it's fun we get to share that together instead of being miles and miles apart. I'm going to write the basics out for this menu. In next week's video, I might be able to grocery shop with you guys to pick up some of these items. And if not, I'll go out in real detail to like everything we're going to be doing. Okay. Besides the Christmas menu and besides the Christmas stars, one other fun thing I'm going to be doing before my family arrives is I ordered new stockings for everybody. I'm so excited about it. I will share a link in the description box. They are from Etsy. Target sells their stockings at $15 per stocking, and these were $21 on a super sale. They're Turkish rugs, so they're just going to look phenomenal. I can't wait. So anyways, I feel like $21 per stocking, that's going to last me a lifetime, was definitely worth the investment compared to a $15 stocking from Target I might want to replace literally next year. So next week's video, I want to go Christmas grocery shopping, make sure I finalize the menu with y'all, and then set up our new Christmas mantle with the new stockings. And honestly, I didn't love how it turned out this year anyway, so I'm really excited at the chance of getting to redo it. And then of course, once I get some of these stars finalized, I'll have them hung up in the house and show you guys those too. All right, let's see. For the Christmas menu, before we go today, let's go over what we're thinking. Okay, first, I've never made bread from scratch, so I definitely want to do dinner rolls. I've seen so many good recipes on social media. Hard to pick which one to start with, but for sure dinner rolls and a turkey. I don't have one of those, what is it? One of those containers you put the turkey inside to bacon. What is that called? Whatever it is, do I need to go buy one or can I just put it? Ooh, I have this small pan I usually put cinnamon rolls in. I wonder if that would work. I definitely want to do mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce. I did this new cranberry sauce recipe for Thanksgiving a couple weeks ago. It turned out amazing. I'll link that in the description for you as well. I found it from a video on social media, so I will link the video if you'd like to go look at it. It really turned out so good. My aunt got up from her seat somewhere far away. We have like 20 to 25 people that usually are with us for Thanksgiving when we go to my parents' house in Phoenix. So my aunt helped me make this cranberry sauce. Both of us had never had it. She was all the way over there, got up during dinner to walk all the way over to my seat to let me know that it was the best cranberry sauce she had ever had. So definitely will link it for you guys because it was so good, so easy. It was literally sugar, oranges, and cranberries. Okay, dinner rolls, turkey, cranberry sauce. Let's make gravy as well. Oh, and then vegetables. I think we just do green beans. Simple. It's going to be my parents, my brother, Max, and I, and the baby. And the baby does eat solid foods, so this should be a pretty good meal for him as well. Now, Christmas breakfast. We're going to need eggs, because we usually do just scrambled eggs, bacon, and then we'll need croissants, because we will use those as our French toast. So we'll have eggs, bacon, stuffed French toast, of course, coffee and juice. I think that should be plenty for Christmas breakfast. I don't want to overload anything because I would also love to have a dessert. I don't know what dessert I want to do next, though. Desserts are really some of my favorite things to make. So I'm going to write down here the 2 things that I'm still missing from the entirety of Christmas Day that I'd like to figure out. This is a good basic planning point. We'll jump back into this next week and we'll have it all figured out. I'll let you know what dessert I'm gonna go with and what simple Christmas cocktail we wanna do. I'm thinking anything from a winter sangria to like a spiced apple rum kind of drink, something iced like that. It is freezing here in North Texas. It's in the 40s right now, which is very, very cold for a Phoenician like myself and for my parents. I feel really good about this. It's a good thing. Martha has, in this portion of the chapter, she's got a cognac sparkler, Manhattan, cheese coins with pepper jelly, artichoke and feta dip, no need cloverleaf rolls, might need to look at that, herb roasted turkey. I do think I want to try her herb roasted turkey, stuffing with mushrooms and sage, spiced cranberry relish, caramelized chestnut Brussels sprouts. I would love that. My mom would hate that. Roasted root vegetables, Duchess potatoes, maple nut tart, Indian pudding, apple cranberry, pandowdy. I have no idea what a pandowdy is. She has a section that says holiday cocktails, but I feel like these are more desserts than they are drinks. Dill vodka martinis, beet and lemon shrub cocktails. We're getting off the topic. Okay, her apple cranberry pandowdy looks like a pie. Maybe. I'm sorry, Martha. I might not go with that one. All right. Now that we've looked over Martha's book, we know pretty much what we want. We're going to use her book for the turkey and potentially those dinner rolls, but I'm kind of tempted to try the ones I've seen on social media because those look fantastic. For breakfast, it's nothing fancy besides my mom's stuffed French toast, which is raspberry. It's raspberry with a cream cheese filling, and it's just to die for. And then unknown dessert, Christmas cocktail. Might look at her cocktails again, but there's so many fun things on social media nowadays. It's kind of fun to see what other people are thinking of. I also would love to have a loose schedule of activities and things we can go do because my dad, mom, and brother have all visited separately, and so, like, my parents have come together before, but my brother, anytime he's visited, it's not with my parents. So it's fun to have them all here together because we've never done that. Ooh, okay. In addition to the Christmas menu, some little crafts to updo the house and the Christmas stockings, I need to get the house ready for guests because at this point we only have one shower. We're not renovating currently, but our other shower is not usable anymore. So we're down to one shower for 5 adults and 1 baby. I do have 2 bathtubs though, and the other bathtub I will be using for my child. So we have a lot we need to do in order to get this house ready. And even though my husband just had emergency gallbladder surgery where he got that removed just a number of days ago, there's nothing I can do about it. And I know my family's not expecting anything fancy, but it is imperative to me, out of the joy of doing it, to make it a really festive, fun environment. Because I care about how home feels so much, not just by doing things like this banquet. I care about how it feels to be hosted in our house, whether it's for an hour or for a few days. The other day I did a Q&A about the banquet, and someone asked me what my advice is on making a house a home, and that they had just moved into a space and they were struggling with this. I wanted to bring this up because of what I was just saying with the holidays and how I care about my house feels. Home to me is so much more than just the aesthetic. Something that people often forget is, of course, there's sight, but there's also sound and there's also smell. The music you choose to listen to or not listen to. Silence can be really good too, but when you choose a tune to go in your home, it does affect your atmosphere, and so does smell. I love having a candle burning. Obviously, it's good for sight because it feels like a warm glow, but it also invites a type of atmosphere with the smells that you choose to have in your house. So that's just an off-topic tidbit for you. If you're trying to figure out the best way to help your house feel homier this season, don't forget about smell and sound. All right, I'm gonna go because I've got a lot to do and I need to start prepping for next week's video like now. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, you guys. I cannot wait for all these festivities to come to life. Planning it is honestly part of the fun for me. So if you're like that too, don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next week.